Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a little while, I've had a few things to sort out, but we're back into it. So what we've got is we're going to look at the clutch and slave cylinder for the SR20. Now the Corollas, when they came out in 84, 82, thereabouts, they had a cable driven one. So if you know the S13 Sylvias and the SR20 5 speeds, whatnot, they're hydraulic. So basically, I'll swing the camera around. There, where you see the two holes, are basically the bolt holes for the master. That'll connect up to the clutch pedal, and a slave which will go down on the gearbox will hook up to, or push on and on the thrust bearing engaging the clutch, which, if you know your cars, that's how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole, cut a hole, mount that master up, and show you the dramas I've got and how we're going to go around fixing them. Alright guys, so with the master cylinder, or the booster for the clutch, I bolted it up, but the distance of the piston that usually runs in here from the inside to where it connects to the clutch pedal, when this is done all the way up, is about 10 mil short of touching the pedal, with the pedal completely compressed against the firewall. So basically it was this little duty here. I've cut it off now, but basically it was like so. So it ran that distance, which was 10 mil short, no adjustment. So I had another one that I pulled out of a drift car, which is this bad girl, like so, and basically it had a ball on the end, which fortunately wasn't the right size for the piston in the master cylinder. So what I did was I've cut that one off, and this one's actually adjustable, so we've got heaps of adjustment. So what I did was I cut it off, drilled it out, and this one, which was the old one, let me just try this one-handed, goes in like so. So it sleeves all the way, and it's actually quite a tight fit. So instead of having to weld up around here, which is around where that goes into the piston, I've drilled a hole straight through each side. You can see there, straight through. So what I do is I push the new piston in. I'll put a decent spot weld there, fill that hole up, grind it off. Should be nice and neat. Won't have to worry about the piston end, and then it'll be adjustable to what, it's 10 mil longer now, so we'll have 20 mil of adjustment, which will give us heaps. So yeah, so that's where we're up to. I'll show you once I've tacked it up. Done. So that's the bit I was talking about. It's all welded up. I smoothed it off just to make it look a bit neater. Wouldn't worry about the threads right on the end, because it actually bottoms out about there. So even with the nut on there, it's still not near those threads. So that's all good. So I'll mount them all up on the booster and be back. So she's all together now, the little clips in. Now it had a nice new boot on there, but I had to cut it off to get the the washer that's inside that holds the circlip in, if you know what I mean. It's all good. So it's back on there, and I just wrapped a bit of electrical tape around it roughly just to hold him on, but really it doesn't need it for where it is, because it's inside the dash. So it's all sitting up and sweet, so I'll bolt him up. So it's all bolted up. It all works as it should do, and as per normal with everything else, the standard manifold hits the booster right there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look for another bloody a shorter booster clutch cylinder, because this one's hitting. Standard manifold. Cheers. Hey guys, so it's the end of the week. Yeah, been mad busy with work, so done a couple of things that I forgot to add them onto the video, so the clip. So I'll chuck it on now. So what I've done is, as you can see, the standard manifold I have bolted up and I have cleared it. So what I did was, on the pedal box, I'll jump inside and I'll show you. I had to make a couple of little adjustments. So let's have a look. Let's get this light so we can see what we're doing. So you can see the cylinder is, or the master's through the firewall there. So basically all I did was I put a slightly bigger hole above the one that was there so that I could shoehorn that in from the engine bay. The pedal box is a modified pedal box that we had. I slotted that side there just a little bit so that I could shoehorn it through the side instead of coming in through the front, which is still fine. So I've got the bottom hole is bolted up through the firewall, through that plate and the flange. The top one will be through the flange and through the back of the pedal box. Still be strong enough, still in the same location hole, just go back around into the engine bay. And you have a look there. We now have probably 15 mil, 20 mil of clearance between the firewall, between the manifold and the master. And you can see, not really, just, you can see the hole just there. So the next drum I've got, it's not really drama. I'm going to pull that all off again, and where the hydraulic line goes in there, I've got a little right angle fitting. I'm going to put that in. That'll basically hook that fitting right, which will let us hook up the hydraulic line. So I'm going to be doing that today. So today's plan is pull this all off again. We're going to put that fitting on and finalize plate, or make it we're going to fit that clutch master back on again. Have a look at a plate, just a dust plate really, and be nothing special, just enough to do the job. So that'll go on, that'll finish that off. I'll bolt on the slave, and I might have to, I'm going to make a piston or find a push rod that goes between the slave and the thrust bearing clutch engagement tool. So that'll do that, and then we'll yeah, that'll all be on the new one. Yeah, and we'll probably get some parts, gotta order some parts today, probably organise some injector seats for that, so we can bolt the injectors back on again. So that'll be in the next one. So yeah, so like, share and subscribe, and hopefully I'll get one up tonight, if not tomorrow. Yeah, going hard on the Corolla this weekend, being that I'm not working.